Okay, so this lesson is on coloring, and this is the head of my snow person here, and I did the outside, so I have two colors. I have a gray and I have a white, okay, and I have the really light gray, and what you want to do is to make this look round, we want the outsides to be darker, but you don't want to go way darker, you just want to go a shade darker. So I used the light gray on the outside, and I don't want the inside of that to be a completely perfect straight line. I don't want it to look like I outlined a thick line. So I'm purposely making that inside edge jagged. Okay. And I go just like this. Okay. And I did that already on this top one. And then I take the white and I just fill that in, and I go a little bit over the gray too to blend it in. Okay. And I kind of work this edge a little bit in. This is what oil pastels do really well, is they blend. And hopefully you can see that pretty well, and it makes it look like there's a shadow on the outside of my snowman, okay? And you can just do this along with me. Okay, and I want to make sure that this top one this one over the top definitely looks darker, so I'm going to kind of go over that again with my gray, because that definitely makes it look like there's two different parts of my snowman there. Okay, I'm going to kind of work this in again, and then I'll do the same thing on the bottom one. I'll color the outside gray. You can barely see that. There we go. Okay, and I don't want it to look outlined again, so make sure you kind of come in and make that inside edge jagged. Okay, and then again I'm going to come in with the gray. Okay, and then normally you kind of want to work back to front with oil pastels, but you want to think a little bit about places you want to stay white, because you almost want to do those white places first, because you can't really put white on the top of another color. It's just going to make it lighter. So like if you did a blue sky and you decided, oh, I want a white house on it, if you did that, all you're going to get is a lighter blue when you're making the house. So you would want to make the white first. So since on my easel I want there to be a picture of a snowman, I'm going to draw my snowman picture kind of in first, and I want it to look like it's being painted. So maybe I'll have like part of it done, but leave the rest of it, do kind of something like that, and have it finished like that. Okay, I think that's the main things that need to be white. So now I'm going to start doing my details. So I'm going to put my nose in and my apron and some other stuff, and I'll pause here for a while and do some coloring, and then I'll show you. Okay, so here's what I've got going. So I lightly colored my ground so you could tell the difference between the wall and the ground. Then I lightly colored the background of my painting. And then I put this little, for composition, it was really empty up here. So I decided to put like some of my drawings on a string as an art teacher. So now I'm going to add the little details so you can kind of watch me do that. So all right. So I'm taking the orange and I put a little bit of red on it. Okay, and then I wanted to put like hair on me so it looks like me. So you should do this too. Somehow this is supposed to be you, so somehow make it look like you. So I'm kind of gonna put curly hair on here. I talked about doing an art hat, but I don't think I'm going to. So I have my brown eyes. Okay, and kind of like a darker brown, I think, because that looks funny. Turn off my show. I'm watching The Amazing Race here. Okay, brown eyes, and I have purple glasses. So I'm going to kind of go like this. Okay. And then I like to imagine that I'm smiling most of the time. So we're going to go like that. Okay, there she kind of is. And I'm going to give her a blue apron. So maybe with some stripes like that. And then she's going to have a little knot here in the back. And then kind of like this. So give her some details. Okay. And then this would be the strap around her neck there. Okay. I'm going to put a few little touches of black in there just so you could see where the hair is. Okay. So I got that on there. A little more. Okay. So that's my curly-ish hair there. Okay. Then I'm going to take my arm here and kind of go like this. And I want it to look like a paintbrush. So I'm going to kind of do like a yellow thing there. And like that. And then like a little bit of brown. And I'm going to put some red because I want the paint to show up the red on the top of that. And I don't know where I'll put red in the painting, but I will somewhere. Okay, and then I'm going to take this yellow color and make this look like, I'm going to put the hole in where some black is, make it look like one of those little palette paint things. Okay, and I think it's too yellow, but I put the lighter color on first so it would cover up. Okay, so that's my palette, and then I'm going to put some paint blobbles on there. Is blobbles a word? It is now. I don't know what colors I want. Okay. So then I'm going to do some terrible stick figure drawings on here. It's going to be some hearts. And then I'm going to do a green tree. Just, I'm choosing simple things that I know you can tell what they are. Okay. Those are my paintings there. So the last thing I want to do is just finish this off so it looks done. So I want this to go off the edge. This is a really light green color, and this looks really good because it kind of looks like snow, but it's not pure white. And I'm going to go in here and like darken that just a little bit so it kind of looks like there's a shadow. Same way here. Okay. I'm going to go like that and darken that up a little bit so it looks like it's a shadow. Okay. And make sure that Goes all the way to the edge. Okay, so there is my picture of my life as a snowman. So I want yours to be well colored. I want to see shadows in your snowman so I can see the different three pieces. I want to see that it's somehow something on it looks like you, and that this tells me something about whatever hobby you enjoy. Okay? So that's what your finished piece should be about. Okay? Look forward to seeing them.